Hello, Dork Squad. I'm Jonathan Cormer, and you're listening to Dorktales Storytime, the podcast for kids and their pop culture-loving grown-ups. And this is one of our Anything is Possible lore stories.
It's a beautiful day for a story, adventure and glory, new friends and old ones too. It's an excellent day to get swept away in a tale, so let us regale you. Nighttime.
The best time of all the times.
Stars are in the sky. Crickets are singing in the forest.
The moon is shining bright, like the most magnificent nightlight in all the land.
Everything is simply perfect. Don't you agree, Vesper?
Oh, absolutely, Hesper.
I just love the Folktale Forest when it's quiet and cozy like this. Pure bliss.
Blissful indeed. But before we get carried away, perhaps we should introduce ourselves.
Oh, yes, of course. We're always getting carried away, aren't we, dear?
Easy to do when we have wings.
So true. We just fly right off on any old whim, up into the beautiful, tall pine trees. Don't you just love the smell of pine?
Hesper?
Yes, Vesper?
The, introductions?
Oh, right. Yes, of course. Hello, friends. My name is Hesper. I'm the fairy of the evening star, here in the land of once upon a time. I use magical stardust to make sure restful sleep and wondrous dreams reach all the critters and creatures who call this place home.
And I'm Hesper's moth companion, Vesper. And I have magic too.
That you are, and that you do, Vesper.
I mean, I can talk.
A talking moth. What could be more magical?
That's what I'm saying.
Anywho, we're about to go on a classic nighttime journey.
We're visiting some of the Folktale Forest homes.
To send folks off to the land of dreams.
And we thought we'd bring you along so you can learn about how our friends tuck themselves in for a good night's rest.
So join us in our nightly routine.
And enjoy these sights that often go unseen.
Vesper, we rhymed!
Hesper, what a time!
Ooh, we did it again!
Like poets with, pens? Nah, I'm out.
Ah, well. Then let's not dilly-dally any further. Just one swoosh of the hands, and a little spin, and blink twice, and wiggle the ears, and... we've arrived!
Ah!
Oh!
Hi!
Oh, Hesper! Vesper! You're in my burrow.
My apologies, Reg. I meant to land outside your door, but I suppose I wiggled my ears thrice instead of twice. Silly me!
Sometimes Hesper gets excited and forgets she only needs 2 ear wiggles.
Not a problem, friends. Now that the initial shock has worn off, it's lovely to see you tonight. Normally you fly by, shower my door with stardust, and then zip along to the next abode.
Yeah, that sounds like us.
To what do I owe the pleasure of your company?
We were wondering if we could ask you a question.
Oh, of course. Ask away. I'm an open book.
Reginald, what's your bedtime ritual?
Oh, let's see. Well, normally, hedgehogs like me are nocturnal, which means we only come out at nighttime.
Like us.
Right? However, I've gotten onto the same schedule as my best friend, who's a human. Plus, I've always wanted to experience nighttime sleeping.
What an adventure!
Agreed, and I love adventure. Anyways, first I make myself a mug of tea. Here, I'll pour you some.
Peppermint.
Then I turn on one of my favorite tunes and sing while I tidy up my burrow.
We do love to sing before bed.
Yeah, we harmonize.
After my evening song, I make sure to call Jonathan and tell him to have cool dreams.
Cool dreams?
That's right. You see, I'm a pretty cool hedgehog.
Quite cool.
And as a cool hedgehog, you may not be surprised to learn that I have cool dreams.
That makes perfect sense to me.
And I want everyone's dreams to be super cool too.
A cool dream. Is that like a dream where you're sailing across the ocean on the back of a great blue whale?
While wearing sunglasses.
Or soaring in a cotton candy cloud next to a hawk with emerald green feathers.
Or exploring mystical caves with glowing vines and mushrooms and crystals?
Ooh, good one.
Indeed. Those are some super cool dreams.
Splendid.
After our nightly cool dreams exchange, I put on my coziest PJs and sleeping cap.
A must.
I tuck myself into my cozy bed of leaves and moss, and just before I drift off to sleep, you fly by my door and shower it with stardust.
Just doing our jobs, Mr. Reg.
And I salute you.
Thank you for giving us this little sneak peek, Reginald.
My pleasure, Hesper.
Now, tell me in detail how you forage for your tea leaves.
Hesper, we should probably fly off to our next destination. It's getting late.
Ah, yes. Another time, then. Bye-bye for now, Reginald.
See you tomorrow night, my friends.
A parting gift of some stardust, and away we go.
Where have we landed now, Hesper?
In the tree, next to the house of resident storyteller and Reg's best friend, Jonathan.
Near a sparrow's nest, it seems.
Yes, this is the nest of Acorn and Petal Twirnt, and their delightful flock of birdies. Come, settle on my shoulder and let's listen in.
Oh, I'm so excited to observe how they wind down for bed.
Now, quiet down, little ones. We've read your bedtime story, and now it's time to tuck in your wings.
That's right. Settle your feathers.
Bud, why don't you join your parents on behalf of your siblings for the traditional Twirnt goodnight?
Okay, Dad. I love you.
I love you too.
I love you 3.
I love you forever.
Now sleep soundly, little ones. We'll see you in the morning. Early bird gets the worm and all that.
Oh, Petal.
Well, that's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
And we've seen stars up close.
We've been to the moon.
Hey, Hesper, look. Jonathan's light is on. Maybe he'll tell us his bedtime routines too.
A marvelous idea. Let me just sprinkle some stardust on this nest and then do some swishes with the hands.
Hesper?
A spin or 2 or 3.
We could also just, fly down to the door instead of casting a spell.
Nonsense, Vesper. Now wiggle the ears.
Only twice, right? Right?
And...
Ah!
Oops!
Oh, dear. She wiggled her ears 3 times.
Oh, well, hello, Hesper and Vesper.
Apologies for barging in, Jonathan. I suppose Vesper was right.
I said we should use the door.
No problem. Welcome in. It's good to see you both.
Why, thank you.
We're on a little tour of the Folktale Forest right now, learning about how all the creature folk settle in for sleep.
Oh, that sounds delightful.
would you tell us about your bedtime rituals?
Oh, let's see. Bedtime rituals. Well, Reg will probably be calling soon to wish me cool dreams.
That's right. He told us all about that tradition.
Well, if he told you about that, maybe I can tell you what I used to do with my parents when I was growing up.
Oh, please, do tell.
Well, my mom would start with, night-night, sleep tight. What you gonna dream about tonight? And then my sister and I would say, marshmallow mountains, purple people eaters, chocolate milk rivers, cupcake hills, gumdrop trees, licorice lampposts, jelly bean rocks, and Oompa Loompas.
Jelly bean rocks?
Delicious.
Led to some very sweet dreams, that's for sure.
And what about your father?
Well, he would say, night-night, sleep tight. Don't let the bedbugs bite. And if they bite,
fly into the air and then karate chop them?
Wiggle your ears thrice and magically escape.
Both good answers, but we would say, bite 'em back.
Simple.
Elegant.
I love it.
Bite 'em back. That's right. And we would always read a good story before bed, which I still do today.
Oh, an absolute must.
Oh, I hate to be rude when I have guests, but that's probably Reg calling to wish me cool dreams.
Do not worry in the slightest. We will throw some stardust on your door and zip away to our next destination.
Well, it was great to see you.
You too, Jonathan.
Have a magical evening.
Oh, this has been so amazing.
A lovely adventure through the starry forest.
All right, little fauna. Are you ready for bed?
Hesper, look over in that little clearing. It's Doreen Freckles and her daughter, Fauna Freckles.
A lovely family of deer saying their goodnights for the evening, surrounded by blinking fireflies. Oh, what a sight to behold.
All tucked into the ferns? Cozy and warm? Good. So all that's left to do is blow out the lights. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Aww.
She shooed away the fireflies to make it seem like Fauna was blowing out the lights.
I didn't know there would be so many sweet bedtime traditions.
Like those mice companions down in that hollow. They're making wishes on the stars before heading off to sleep.
And that bunny in the hollow next door is reading a book of peaceful poems.
It's all so lovely, isn't it? But it's probably time for us to get back to work, flying about and sprinkling more stardust across the land.
Very true, Hesper. Thank you to all of our friends who listened in with us.
We hope you enjoy your own cozy bedtime rituals.
And remember, we'll always be by to sprinkle some stardust on your door for the coolest dreams.
And the sweetest sleep. Just need one swoosh of the hands.
And a little spin.
And blink thrice.
Oh, twice.
Yes, thrice.
Oh, dear.
And away we go. When the sky's filled with stars, the crickets are singing, and owls sneak out of their beds. The evening's grown late, heavy eyes blinking and telling you to rest your head. Time to say cool dreams and good night. And sleep till the morning time. As we doze off, dancing in our thoughts, marshmallow mountains and jelly bean rocks, bees in cowboy hats and tap dancing bats, chocolate milk rivers rushing and rolling fast, far beyond where we can see.
magical land, so soft and so sweet. Night, night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. Night, night, turn out the light and sleep tight, sleep tight.
This has been a John and Character production. Today's story was written and produced by Molly Murphy. Special thanks to Molly Murphy, who performed the character Hesper, the fairy of the evening star. All other characters were performed by Jonathan Cormer. The song, Once Upon a Lullaby, was written, produced, and performed by Molly Murphy and mastered by Jermaine Hamilton. Sound recording and production for the episode by Jermaine Hamilton at Hamilton Studio Recordings. You can find links in the show notes.
Now, go be the hero of your own story, and we'll see you next, Once Upon a Time.
So gather your squad for all to see. It's a universe that we've imagined. There's twists and turns and lessons learned. This is where the unexpected happens. Join our humble hosts and hit the trails of the wonderful, wacky, wild world of Dorktales.